What up, Force Arena players? This is your boy Meta420 in the house, and basically we got some new members in the guild, and they've been asked a lot of questions regarding perk points, and I feel as though it's not very complicated as it sounds, but it's a lot to explain in chat. So I want to do it here, and hopefully I can help somebody out. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and we'll see what we can do about addressing your questions. But basically, there's two ways of getting perk points. But first, what are perk points for? Perk points are to enhance your leaders. Every leader has different perks. No leader have the same perks. So you will have different strengths for different leaders. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to Boba Fett because that's my highest level leader and highest level perk leader. So we're gonna try him. So basically, what you do is you go on your deck screen, pick your leader that you want to invest your perk points in, and on the top where you see card info, next to it you see perk info. We're gonna click on that. Like I said, every leader is going to have different perks, and you have 5 levels of perks. Each level of perk is going to require your leader to be at a certain level in order for you to get. So be mindful of that. So basically, Boba Fett at 1 increases movement speed by 0.25. Perk 2 increases continuous fire damage by 30%. Perk 3, skill enhancement for plus 75% damage. Decreases cooldown on your special by 3 seconds on perk 4. And 5, additional damage to enemy leaders at plus 3%. If you have the foil card, it will add an additional 2% to the enemy leader damage. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you there's 2 ways of getting perks. You can purchase them in the shop, and we're gonna show you what we have available for perks. Okay, so here, see deal 720 crystals, and we'll give you 3,000 perk points and 20,000 credits. If you have the money to spend, go for it. However, I think that it's for the free-to-play guys. You can get them for free. Sort of, you're trading cards for them, so they're not free. So basically what you do is once you go into the perk info screen, you hit the plus button next to the, see I have 22,491 perk points. So if you hit the plus button, it's going to bring you to another screen. Now this is going to show you all the cards that you have. Now what you can do is you can deconstruct cards or trade cards for perk points. Each level of card is worth X amount of perk points, and I'll show you real quick. Common cards are 1 for 1, so for every card that you deconstruct or trade, you're going to get 1 perk point for. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio there. The next class of cards is epic cards, which are the blue cards, and these you'll get 10 perk points for every 1 card that you deconstruct. Then you have the epic cards. Epic cards are worth 150 perk points per card. And you can do uniques at 600 perk points per card. And last but not least, legendary cards. You will get 1,050 perk points for every legendary card. Now, my opinion is I would stay away from deconstructing leader cards. Even though you get a lot of perk points, it's just not worth it to me. I mean, I think it's a lot better to take your leader cards and invest them in pick a leader when we have confirmation of who's winning. So you're gonna get a leader for a leader card. I think that's the best way to go, but that's personally me. I also don't trade in uniques. I only do commons, certain epics, and certain rares. Now, be mindful of what you're trading, because just because you're not using the card now doesn't mean that card's not going to become useful later on, as I've found out in the past. So just be very, very careful. The metas change, the approaches people take change. So a card that's not viable today might be viable tomorrow. So be very careful when you do that. Now, you also have limits as to how many cards you can deconstruct per day. For instance, common cards, you can deconstruct up to 200 cards a day, 30 for rares, 3 epics, 1 for unique and legendary cards. So keep that in mind. They do limit to how many you can deconstruct per day. Everybody's different. I do not use these turrets whatsoever. I've never had to use them, and I honestly don't foresee myself using them. So I deconstruct these all the time. So being that this is a common card, I'm only going to get 1 for 1, and I have 48 cards. So I am going to deconstruct those, and it will add 48 perks to your total. The other one that I trade in Epic is the Medic. I don't use it. I don't find any use for it, so I don't happen to have one now, but that's a card that I normally would trade up for perks. The other one, it's another epic turret that I don't use. This mortar turret light side card, it's very good. I've actually used that with Cassian and other leaders, so I don't trade that one. But as you can see, I'm not going to be deconstructing any more cards for the day. That's pretty much it, because even though I'm not using them now, I could potentially use these cards later. And the last thing you don't want to do is find yourself, in a situation where this card is now viable and usable with a certain leader, and you're not able to use it because it's just too low a level, because you've done traded all your cards. So be mindful of that. That pretty much covers the perk points. Like I said, you can purchase them if you want to buy them with crystals, or you can do it this way and save yourself a headache later. So that's pretty much it. Every level will cost a certain amount of credits and perk points. They will go up with each level, and you will need to be a certain level. Let me get a lower level leader here so I can show you what I am talking about. So for instance, to have a level 1, okay, I got a level 1 Dengar here. Okay, I'm gonna go to perk info. So right here, he's at level 1, and at level 1 I can get level 1 perk. So in order to do that, I need 6,000 credits and 1,000 perk points, which I actually have both. If I wanted to invest in Dengar, just hit the enhanced perk button, and automatically I would get that first tier perk enhancement, which for him is increases run speed by 15%. Like I said, these are all different for every leader. For level 2, Vader has level 2 perk already. Let me see. Nope, that's not gonna show me. Trying to figure out what to do here so I can show you. But basically, and from what I've been noticing, basically whatever you paid for a cost in credits and perk points, it's gonna double to the next level. So basically, so for level 1 is 6,000 and 2,000 and 1,000 perk points. I believe, don't quote me on this, believe that level 2 is going to cost 12,000 credits and about 2 to 3,000 perk points. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't see a way to check level 2 unless I purchase level 1. And I don't think that I have. Let me check Dryden Boss. See, I can't do level 2 on Dryden because he needs to be level 3. And it won't let you see how much it costs until you reach that level. So save your perk points. It's the best thing that I can recommend. As you can see my Boba Fett, I've been saving them. Got 22,539. So you're gonna need credits and you're gonna need perk points in order to get these perks. I'm gonna talk about in another video regarding data cards and data card quests. And hopefully I'll have that out sometime today as well. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and any questions, hit up those comments. I'll talk to you later. Peace.